If you love cars, you really want to love Alfa Romeo. What a badge, what a heritage, and what a tragedy that they came so perilously close to throwing it all away. Dodgy image, dodgy cars. I remember a time when people just didn't want to know.
Not anymore. The comeback has been absolutely spectacular, worthy of any great sporting name. First came the 156. Next, it was the turn of the 166. And now, they're going for the maximum break with the optimistically titled 147.
Snooker's magical top score. And right away, the 147 is off to a very convincing start. Why? Well, this Italian job is a pretty car. Even if the last time we saw scalloped sides like this on a hatchback, they were gracing the Austin Maestro. The 147's detailing is sublime, only Jennifer Lopez has a more shapely backside, and at the front, it's sharp, distinctive, and suggests speed and passion, even when it's standing still. A neat trick that works just as well in Manchester as it does in Milan. And yet, with the scent of an early victory in its nostril, drive the 147 and its game plan begins to go a bit wonky.
An Alfa Romeo should flood your senses, bombard you with sensations. But around town, this 1.6-litre Lusso version feels oddly lumpy and grumpy and, well, hardly the blithe spirit that I was expecting.
It's too highly strung. Drive it casually or lazily and the 147 punishes you with an uncomfortable learner-driver-style jerkiness.
There's a strange springiness to its controls, and this is not a gear change that enjoys being hurried. Terrifically direct steering goes some way towards compensating, but even here, there's a downside. The 147 has the turning circle of an oil tanker and pretty poor over-your-shoulder rear visibility. So, while you might look like a learner driver in one of these cars, you certainly wouldn't want to be one. Look at that. That is pathetic.
But the faster you go, the more the 147 comes alive. It corners beautifully, grips tenaciously at the front, while the back end helps you around without stepping out. Unfortunately though, it's perky rather than seriously quick.
The solution? Why, crank up the stereo. A CD player comes as standard on the Lusso version. And just sit back and enjoy the Alfa Romeo's cabin. Comfortable, shapely seats, a proper driving position at last. Big retro-colored instruments in the finest Alfa Romeo tradition, with the gauges written in Italian, bella. It's a nice touch, as is the storage box in the middle of the dash here. Cup holder, well, we all need cup holders, don't we? Overall, there's a spirit and a panache to the Alfa's cabin that the more polished Volkswagen Golf and the plain, messy Ford Focus simply don't have. Mind you, there's an evil spirit of crappy plastics at large in here as well. The indicator stalk has all the sturdiness of a breadstick. And look at this. Look at the way these decals are just peeling off the top of the gear lever here. This car's done 2,799 miles. What's it going to be like when it's done 50,000?
But there's nothing flaky about the 147's safety features. Traction control, electronic brake distribution, ABS, it's all here. Because in the premium hatch sector you can't afford to be without it. There are, however, just two engine choices. The 1.6-litre, which starts at just under 13 grand, that's good value. And the highly praised 2-litre Sally Speed, which rises to just over 17 grand. I could get a 156 for that sort of money.
The Alfa Romeo 147 is Jimmy White to the Volkswagen Golf Steve Davis. A slightly uneven performer given to frustrating flashes of genius. If you value character above consistency, you won't be disappointed, and it is easily the best small Alfa since the quite brilliant little Alfa Sud. But maximum brake?